Hey, what's up, my people? How you doing today? This is your boy Wet from Wet Film Academy. In today's tutorial, I want to teach you how you can edit video using Adobe Premiere Pro. Without further delay, let's jump into it. So guys, first thing you want to do is you want to import your videos to Adobe Premiere Pro. So before we do that, let me quickly explain this panel. We have, as you can see, we have 4 panels opened here. But let me start from my left hand side. This panel here down, it is called the project bin, and this is where you import your videos to. As you can see, it's already saying import media to start. Now the one on top is your source monitor, and this is where you monitor your video that is in your project bin, and by that you just double click on it. But when you get to that particular part, I will tell you, you see it in a bit. And this is where you monitor the clips that you have here. So let's move to the ones at the right hand side. So the one on top here is your program monitor. Monitors what you do here in this area. This area is called your timeline. Whatever you do here, you have it displayed here. I think we understand what these 4 panels are meant for. So now let's move on. I want to import my clips, my videos to my project bin, my folder. The easiest way I actually go about this is I go to my folder where I have my videos, just highlight everything, drag and drop it in my project bin. So we have the video here. The next thing we want to do is we want to start building our video. We are working on these 3 clips. So by that, you just click, drag and drop it on your timeline. But before we go further, let me quickly explain some important tools in this area which you are going to need whenever you are editing your video. So we have these icons here, but I will show you the 3 tools that are very important here. The first one here is called the selection tool. This is used to move around, to select your clip, to drag it to wherever you want it. This tool is useful for that, selection tool. Then the second tool, which is also very useful, is this, which is called the razor tool. The razor tool, the shortcut for that is C. You understand? You just press C on your keyboard. While the shortcut for selection tool is V. Once you press V, just have it on it. You just have your cursor on it. Now the third tool that is very important, it is letter T, and this is used to type text on your image. Whatever you want to type on your video, this is the tool you use for that. So let's move on. Now we are going to be making use of the tools we explained here. Let's say, okay, I've already dragged this video to my timeline, and let me check. I want to also bring some videos to. Let me check this. Now if you want your video to be displayed in this area, which is called your source monitor, you just double click on it. Let's say you want this to be displayed, you just double click on it. Once you double click on it, you have it displayed on your source monitor. Now let me explain something here. Probably you want to pick out some parts in this video. You don't need everything. You just want to pick the exact point. So source monitor, this place actually source monitor allows us to select exactly the point we want and import only that part. So now let's say you want to pick out some particular part out of this video. What we just do is you just bring your cursor to the point you want the video. Let's say I want to select this point. You just come to your in, you click here, or you press your letter I. Your letter I on the keyboard is the shortcut for this. Just click on it. Once you click on it, that's your in, that's your point entry. So let's say you actually want to stop here, so this will be your out. So you mark you mark out. Now after you have done that, you just have that particular portion highlighted. So what you want to do is you just drag and drop that video on your timeline. Can you see? So but for the case of this video, we don't need that, so I'm going to delete this. So we have our first clip here. So I want to bring this also, just so I want to bring this video also, just drag and drop it on your timeline. So drag and drop it. So we have two clips, so we have two videos on our timeline to work with. So now the next thing I want to do is I want to cut out some parts. I'm actually want to work around the tools I explained earlier. So let's come to razor tool. Is used to cut your videos. So now what you want to do is probably I want to cut out this part. I've cut this part. You just come back to your selection tool. So let's say I want to delete this part. You just hit your delete button, then drag both of them back to how you want them to be. So now we have that. And the third tool that I explained earlier, which is your type T, we're going to come back to that. But let me quickly show you something here before we go further. When you're working on your video in your timeline, let me quickly show you how to create an adjustment layer. So you just come to this icon that is named new item, click on it, locate adjustment layer. Can you see? Click on adjustment layer. Okay, you have it here. You have it here in your project bin. Just drag and drop it on top of your footages. So extend it to the end part. So we have it. So the essence of this is to collect all the effects you are applying, whatever stuffs you are doing on it, you accept it and make it show on the videos below under it. So now I want to, as you can see, this video that is, I want the top and the bottom to be cropped in stand. So what I'll just do is I'll come to where I have my effect. You just come to effect here, you type crop. I'm going to type crop. This is crop. You just drag and drop it on the adjustment layer, but you may not see the effect yet. You just come to effect control, you scroll down. Once you scroll down, you check the top. Since we are working on the top and the bottom, just come to the top, you give it the figure you want. I always work within 10 and 13, but most times I go for 12. I just come to 12. Then my bottom, I also come for 12. So present, as you can see, the top and the bottom are cropped. So now let's make this video look more popped. Let's just walk around the color grading. But before color grading, you want to color correct. So by doing that, you just come to your color on top here, click your color. So let's just quickly tweak this. Now let me take it back to the normal. So once you come to your color, you have all of this. So I want to work on the basic correction. So you just come to basic correction, you click on it. So first thing I want to do is I want to bring down my highlight a bit. If you bring it down, drop my blacks, give it a little bit contrast. Then I want to increase my saturation. So what else? Let me give it some warm. Let me give it some blacks also. So as you can see, we have this video changing its look gradually. You can grade your video to your taste depending on how you actually want it. So just did a rough color grading. Let's check the before. You can see before, after. So it looks nice a bit. So I still feel I can just do one or two things around here. but not to waste our time. So we are done with that. So you want to go back to your editing on top here. You just come to editing. So we have our video color graded. Now let's add some text to it. So by doing that, you just come to graphics up here. As you can see, you just come to graphics, you click on it. Once you click on it, you come to your letter T. Don't forget, I told you letter T is for typing. You come to letter T, just type on it, or you just click on it and take it to the body of the video. You click on the body of the video also. What are we going to name this? Let's just name it as my music DJ. My music DJ. So my music DJ. So once you type that, you just come to selection to click on it. If you want to centralize this, I want it to be at the center of the video. You make use of this tool. You just click on it. You have it centralized. Then this also the horizontal center. You click on it, so everything will align at the center point. So now we have that. Probably you want to change the color. You want to change the color to make it come out. Just scroll down. This is where you have the color, the appearance. You just come to the color and change it to whatever you want. Let's say you want to take it to color. Which color is your favorite? Okay, let's just go for yellow. Let's see what it gives us. Okay, this is cool, this is cool. And probably you want to make this font bigger. You just come to this particular place, you just drag it to the right a bit. Then once you are done with that, you always come to these two icon, click here to make everything centralized. We have that, my DJ, my music DJ. So, and if let's say you want to change this part to black, this particular place to black, you just come to your letter T, you highlight that particular part, you scroll down, where you have the yellow, you just come to the, the color you want, black, you select black. Okay, selection to, as you can see. So the video is actually looking more popped and mature. So we have that my music DJ. So after you are done with that, you just come to your editing. So as you can see, we have made use of the three important tools which I explained earlier: the selection tool, the razor tool, and the text. So now let's export our video, which is the last part. Now how to do that? You want to come to file, where you have export, just come to media, you click media. Or if you want to export and you don't want to go through those stress, or if you want to export, you just come to, just type Control M, press Control M on your keyboard. It will bring out to this area, and here where you have formats, we have different formats here, but basically I go for H264. Just click H264. This is the format I always go for. Then your output name, you want to name your video to what you want. Let me just name it as my music DJ. I'm going to name this video, so I'm going to name this video as my music DJ. So I'm going to name this one as my music DJ. Save. You have it changed. Then you just come to your export here, where we have this place. Just click on it. Once you click on it, you have the video being exported. And if you find this video useful, you can kindly subscribe to my channel and smash that notification button below, so as to get notified whenever a video like this is being uploaded. Thank you. See you in my next video.